Hey, this is Josias from Pirsonal, the personalized video marketing platform. Working on a personalized video project for the first time can be challenging if you don't know the steps you need to take in order to be successful with that project, either for your internal team or if you're working as an agency for one of your clients. In this video, you're going to learn the 3 areas you need to take into consideration to successfully execute a personalized video project. Let's take a look at it here on my screen. All right, let's get into it. 3 phases to successfully execute a personalized video marketing project. Before I continue, please do not forget to subscribe and also give us a like. This will help us create better content. And if you have any questions, please use the comments below, the comments area below, to just ask any questions. I'll be happy to answer them. Also, I'm quite accessible, so feel free to reach out. All right, so let's cover these 3 areas. The first thing that it is important to understand is that in the majority of the cases, based on my experience, personalized video marketing projects are, for brands and for agencies, a huge headache. All right, they are time consuming. Some brands take months, even a full year or even more to execute a personalized video project. Also, it is usually hard to integrate with whatever your clients or you guys have on your side. That might be a CRM, that might be even a simple spreadsheet, or that might be even a custom database. Maybe you have or even a custom application. In many cases, it is just too complex for most of the companies. And also, it is expensive in the majority of the cases. At Pirsonal, we understand that this shouldn't be like this. It doesn't have to be like this. So this is why we provide a platform that is flexible, it's scalable, and it is also cost effective so that you can automatically create personalized videos, personalized landing pages, and personalized video calls to action thanks to our interactive video player at scale, no matter the workflow you have. If it is digital, chances are that we have an easy way to connect with your platform, and also we provide professional services to help you execute any project with personalized video marketing at scale using our platform. So let's cover the 3 areas that are related to successfully execute a personalized video project. These are strategy, these are the creative phase or creative area, and also the technical one. I'm going to cover each one of them separately so that you can have a better picture. And then I'll come back to this slide so that we can understand the timeline a bit better. Let me start with the pillar strategy, the pillar block here, which is the project strategy. And this is key. In my experience, a lot of companies, a lot of organizations do not pay enough attention to this. All right. So personalized video marketing is not magical. So generating personalized videos in an automated way at scale, and in our case with our landing pages that are also personalized, or even with our interactive video player with personalization, that's not magical. It requires, you need a strategy for it to work, right? So generally speaking, you need to cover specific business goals. So what are the specific business goals that you want to achieve with this project? These specific business goals need to be aligned in 2 different ways. First, you have obviously your organization's business goals, but also what are the goals of your target audience, right? So what are the things they need to accomplish or they want to accomplish with the communication, the one-to-one communication you are sharing with them. In terms of target audience, the more granular you go, the better. And a lot of organizations actually fail here because it's time consuming. But if you do this, you have a higher chance of succeeding with this project. This is the general audience. You need to take it down to the marketing segment, and then you need to take it down to the buyer persona, and then you need to take it down to what we call the augmented buyer persona. Augmented buyer persona is basically when you have the buyer persona already defined, plus specific customer data that you can either retrieve in real time or information that they have given you, and you use that information to better contextualize the messages you are about to share with these individuals. These are the personalized videos, personalized landing pages, but also the personalized emails, personalized SMS, personalized WhatsApp messages, whatever the user consumes from your side. The more it is contextualized, the better results you will get. Aligned with all these, obviously, you have the budget. There are many options in the market. We have a video. You can find it here, somewhere here in this video, the link, and also I'll leave it in the comments that talks about the things you need to take into consideration from a proposal perspective and also from your internal team. How much is this project going to cost? This is part of the strategy. Why? Because it will determine as well how long should the videos be, or maybe the video resolution, or even the type of technology. For example, the Pirsonal platform or personalized video marketing platform supports two types of video personalization, which is real video personalization, where the video file, and the video files are personalized at scale, no matter the volume. But also you can use our video player with these personalized videos or independently to add personalization to any video content at scale. So those are two different strategies also from a pricing perspective, from a budget perspective on your side. Again, watch that video to learn more about it, because it is really useful, because it can help you create different strategies to accomplish the same type of goals from a user perspective, getting the same type of ROI. Timeline, and I'll speak about it just in a few minutes. The timeline is critical, okay? So in many cases, it is unrealistic to launch the personalized video project the next day. In some cases, that's perfectly possible, even the same day. It depends on, again, your strategy and how prepared you are to successfully execute the project. And then analytics. So analytics are crucial, and this comes like in the last part of the project, but also while you are initially optimizing the template. For example, here you will also take into consideration A/B test prior to launching the big campaign or the main campaign. And this is critical in order to get better conversions. Now let's jump into the creative part of the project. First, we cover strategy. Now we're going to cover creative assets design, copywriting, etc. But also aligned with this, sometimes you will also work in the technical details of the campaign. I'll cover those in a few minutes, but right now let me focus on the creative assets. Personalized videos are created from templates. Designing a template usually takes two phases. Phase number one is basically designing the creative assets. With video software like Pirsonal, you can also use our platform to create these templates in a visual way using your own assets, no matter the software, the video editing, video design, or just design software you use in general. I'll show you how in just a moment. So the first phase here is designing the assets. All right. The second phase then is creating the template in the personalized video platform, no matter the vendor you use. If you use a personalized video software like Pirsonal, you also have access to Personal Editor. Personal Editor is a personalized video template creator. And let me show you quickly how it works. Here you basically upload the content that is going to be static. It's going to be always the same across all the templates you're going to create. Let's say I want to create a template using this media asset that I had previously uploaded from my computer. I could also bring it from a third-party source, a URL, or even from Amazon S3 for those that use Amazon. Then you would add the personalization layers. This is what we call dynamic layers or dynamic objects. A dynamic object, at least with our platform, can be any video, image, audio, text file. Everything within that template can be dynamic, even the properties of the template, because we also have a developer view here where developers can use Pirsonal script to create more flexible templates, no matter the scenario, even in real time. You can update all the properties. You can do a lot with this. So in the end, we provide a tool for developers, we provide a tool for designers, and we provide a tool for people that have no clue about video editing at all. Once the template has been created, you can have one template, you can have 10 templates, that's 100% up to you. With one dynamic layer or 1,000 of them, that's 100% up to you again. Once you have created this template, usually you would work in the creative assets of the campaign, generally speaking. So that would be the personalized landing page. For example, in our case, Pirsonal automatically generates landing pages for each video, dynamic landing pages with also personalized information. These landing pages are responsive, so you need to design the assets so that the landing page has the personalization at scale. So that would be maybe a logo, maybe a hero image. There are many assets you can personalize in these landing pages. But maybe you're not using a landing page from the system you are using, like Personal. Maybe you're using a landing page in WordPress or a landing page in HubSpot or Eloqua or any other of these systems, and that's totally fine. Some video personalization platforms like Personal would allow you or would help you embed their video player inside of that landing page. And you can also do that at scale, at least with platforms like Personal. Aligned with this, you would have copywriting. And here, it depends on how the complexity, let's say, of the personalization. What we recommend, going back here, is that you bring it down from the general audience to the augmented buyer persona. But obviously, this depends on the type of information you have. You might have specific customer data like hello, first name, but you might also have contextualized information. So you take that into consideration to create the copy of the text for the video, for the landing page assets, for the emails, WhatsApp messages, SMS messages, and so on. The right way to do this is by also thinking creatively when you write this content. And this means basically designing the text, the copy, taking into consideration customized, personalized, individualized, contextualized information depending on the strategy you are following. This means creating copy taking into consideration personalization tags. More and more organizations use voiceover, personalized voiceover. And there are many ways to do this. Generally speaking, we can talk about two main ways. The first one is with studio recorded voices, which is still the winner in many cases. With studio recorded voices, basically, you have an actor, a voice actor, or maybe anyone from your organization that will spend between 1 and 2 hours recording many combinations of script for the video, for the voiceover. So that would be names, maybe product names, days of the week. Then you have individual files, for example, john.mp3, martha.mp3, josiah.mp3 for each name or each audio that you have recorded. Then all those files are put in a server in any cloud, and then you use them at scale whenever the videos need to be processed. The second scenario regarding voiceover is using TTS or text-to-speech. These are basically automated voices. Automated voices are a really good option when you have big audiences or audiences distributed across different geographies. So that way you don't need to think about having the content ready. Basically, this content is automatically created on the fly whenever the video is triggered. This option might be cheaper in the majority of the cases, but in some cases as well, the quality might not be there yet. It depends on the amount of effort you invest. Now let's cover the technical phase. In this case, technology is important. We are usually talking about integrations with CRMs, with marketing automation workflows, with maybe a web form, or in some cases, we are simply talking about uploading a CSV to a platform like ours. It depends a lot on the platform or the vendor you use in the market. There are two main areas to take into consideration. Simply put, data in, that's the first one, and data out, that's the second one. In terms of data in, questions you need to ask yourself, which is related to the strategy we talked about before, is do you need a custom integration? Maybe you do, maybe you don't. If you're using marketing tools like Salesforce, Marketo, or HubSpot, any of these tools, chances are that they already have an integration with platforms like Pirsonal. You can use integrations platforms like Zapier, Integromat, or many other tools that are integrations platforms that make it easy for companies like yours to move data from one application to another application. That means from a main trigger, that's it, for example, whenever a contact is added to Salesforce, then the Pirsonal platform or personalized video marketing platform automatically creates a personalized video. That's an example. But maybe you have a system that does not have an integration with a platform like ours, or maybe your data source comes from a platform that does not have an integration with a platforms like ours. In that case, you need to consider if you need or not a custom integration. Simply put, if it is a one-time project, and maybe you don't need to generate hundreds of thousands of personalized videos, chances are that using an integrations platform like Zapier or Integromat is a really good fit for your project. Or maybe you can consider using a CSV, which many companies do. This means something as simple as coming to a platform like ours here, selecting the template you want to use, and uploading the CSV with the structured data. Then the platform would automatically generate the personalized videos, the personalized landing pages, and the personalized video calls to action. And you can do that at scale. Now, if your system does not have an integration with any system at all, that's totally fine. You can still either use a CSV as I just mentioned, or you can also create a custom integration with your workflow. When is it a good idea to create a custom integration with your application? Well, it depends. In general, if it's going to be a live workflow that will be generating videos on a monthly, weekly, yearly basis, something that happens constantly, then maybe it's a better idea to simply connect the platform, your data source, with a platform like ours. For example, the Pirsonal platform provides a robust and yet simple to use API that helps you create videos based on any trigger, the same with landing pages and the video calls to action. It's quite simple. It's all part of one simple API call. That's what developers use to save time so that they don't have to create everything from scratch. They simply connect with an existing system like ours. Something important to take into consideration when talking about integrations is if we are talking about a bulk campaign, when you already have all the data and then you automatically generate the personalized videos, personalized landing pages, and personalizing video calls to action, or if it is more like part of an integration or part of an automation process, which means because this here has been triggered, then a platform will automatically create the videos. That's usually a marketing automation workflow. Regardless, the workflow from a concept perspective is the following. You would always have a trigger. And this doesn't matter if it is uploading a CSV to a platform to generate all the content in bulk, or if it is a marketing automation workflow. An example of a workflow would be the following. Because a lead here has submitted a web form, the personalized video platform will then create the content. Or because a lead has been tagged in the CRM with a specific tag, then the personalized video platform will automatically create the personalized video content, and then the platform will send an email, or it would connect with your own email tool or SMS tool, WhatsApp tool, whatever you use on your side. To sum up, this is the average project execution time. Remember, first you start with the strategy. This could be anything on your side. It could be one day or it could be months. It really depends on what you have on your side. Once this is clear, then you should jump into the creative asset design, and in many times you can do this along with the technical part. The creative asset design would take whatever it usually takes on your side. It depends if the vendor you use in the market, for example, a company like ours, creates everything for you, or if you are providing the content, or if you are working with an agency. Whatever it usually takes to design the assets, that's what's going to take. Plus a week or a week and a half to create a template in a platform like this, and also to change things based on feedback. Using Personal Editor, for example, is quite straightforward. You can create a template in a matter of minutes, but there are templates that require a bit more of complexity because they are extremely flexible. This happens usually in real-time applications where the user interacts in some way with the content, or sometimes when you have marketing campaigns and you require more flexible templates that adapt to any type of content, and the template is a living template basically. Once you have the template ready, you would then jump into the integrations. But again, many times you can do this at the same time to save loads of time, because in the end we are talking about personalization tags. If you know the personalization tags, you can start the connection with our platform and start testing that connection so that then you can basically save loads of time. So this process here can take from minutes if you use a platform like Zapier, but also it could take many days if we are talking about a custom integration with our API. But if you're using a simple CSV, it takes nothing. All you have to do is to upload the data to a platform like ours here, and the videos will be automatically created little by little. A frequent question is, how fast are these videos created? It depends on many variables. Generally, if you're talking about a live workflow here, the videos are going to be created maybe in around 30 seconds, anything between 5 and 30 seconds, depending on the type of video. If you're talking about a batch campaign and you have hundreds of thousands or thousands of videos, it might take from a few hours to maybe 2, 3, 4 days, depending on the volume. It also depends on the platform you use in the market. Some platforms do not have the capacity to generate thousands of videos at a single time. Other platforms like Pirsonal have the capacity you need based on your requirements. So, in terms of time, on average, this would take about a month. if you're going more or less slow. If everything is ready, you can launch a campaign the same day or the following day or the following one. It really depends, again, on what you have on your side, how ready you are to launch a campaign. On average, what I see is a month. Although some companies, if they have custom integrations, a custom application that connects with an API, and they need to design a UI and other tools related to this specific action, they might take a bit longer, maybe between 2 and 3 months to have everything ready. It really depends on the speed on your side. The main areas here then, what usually takes longer here from a process perspective is designing the creative assets. Secondly, deciding and designing the integration. And third, creating the personalized videos at scale. Lastly, I would like to cover the results analysis. And this really depends on the tool you use in the market. With a tool like Pirsonal, you have different levels of analytics depending on the type of account you have, and also integrations with third-party platforms like Google Analytics. In this case, for example, with Personal Intelligence, you can see at a glance how successful a template is. And based on that information, react. You can know, how many videos have been created, what's the opening rate of those videos. You can also know the CTA or the call to action engagement rate, location, device, and a lot more. You can also go granular on an individual basis and know if John Doe, for example, has seen a video or not, has seen the call to action or not, or has clicked in the call to action or not. And there are other analytical options here as well. All this information and a lot more is available also through our API, but also the information is sent to Google Analytics. You will need to decide what is what you need in order to accomplish your business goals. What I strongly recommend is to launch pilots that will last between 3 and 6 months. And during that period of time, you will be A/B testing different approaches, conversion optimization, email open optimization, call to action optimization, and other factors that will help you succeed with the personalized video project during and after the pilot. This is why the results analysis here should be a constant activity. With tools like Pirsonal, this is actually quite easy. I hope you found this helpful. If you have any questions, simply leave it here in the comments. I'll be more than happy to help you. Also, give us a like if you haven't, and also do not forget to subscribe. Remember that Pirsonal is more than just a personalized video marketing platform. It's one of the most flexible platforms you'll find out there, but we also provide professional services to help you execute any personalized video project. Anything related to our platform and our expertise, this is what we do. And we have successfully helped many brands, agencies, and brands in the market. Feel free to reach out if you have any questions. Let's keep in touch, and do not forget to subscribe. See you later. Bye.